What's up, my koala crew? Today I am here to talk again about burning bases. I know I already made a video about it once, but I got a lot of complaints telling me that they had to read it instead of listening to it and they wanted to hear it instead, so I am redoing it. Now that I have a better mic and I'm not sick. So, you are probably here because your map is a mess. My map is still a mess, but I'm one of the only people working on it, so I'm getting there. First thing you need to do, be sure you are prepared for the amount of time and patience you are going to need in order to do this. This is not a one-day get-over-it kind of thing. I've been playing this server for 2 years. And as you can see, I only have 4,000 bases burned. This map is not clear. There is a lot of time and effort needed to be put into this. And if you cannot sit here listening to me talk about this, then you are not going to be able to deal with this task that you're putting yourself up to. I'm just telling you now, I'm giving you a forewarning. If you can't deal with that, leave. Next thing. Tier 1 wolves. The best you can get. Their speed is fast. Not everything else is fast, but you don't need that. But their speed is incredible. I know the shaman tier 1s have the same amount of speed stars, but they are not as good as the wolves. I have tested it. The wolves are slightly faster than the shamans, and it can make a big difference. Make sure you have some. I have about 80k. I used to have 100k, but they got killed. I have to make more. But make sure you have a decent amount, from 5 for your 5 marches to 5,000. It doesn't matter. You just need to have one for each of your marches. Next, talents. Talents are not that hard to figure out. There's 2 parts where you have march speed. You want to get them to max. Doesn't matter what else you have set, as long as those 2 are max, you're fine. And you get the maximum speed you can get from that. Let me find this real quick. Here it is. So I'm at 140% right now. Next is runes. Runes are also not complicated now that you got the new setup. You can either go in your recommended, pull down the bar, scroll all the way down, and it'll be right above attacking march speed. Deadly Sandstorm is probably the best one you can get. If you're not a big spender, you will probably end up getting this anyway. So it's a good one for you to use. There's also the attacking march speeds if you're a bit more of a spender. If you have the rune up a lot, it can do pretty good for your march as well. So I'm up to 161.1%. Now I could get that up more through researches. Researches, this is where it can get hard if you're going to go full on burn mode. If you're going to spend a lot of time burning, like if you plan on spending the next year just trying to clear your map, go for the marching slot. It is one of the most helpful things that I have been able to get on this server, and it helps so much, saves you so much time, it is worth it. Another thing in the outpost is the attacking march speed. You get this up more, the faster you will be able to get in order to burn the bases. Next Oh, next you probably want the Guardian title. I do not have it because of people, but the 10% is always helpful. Every little bit of percent that you can get onto your march is always helpful. Do not doubt it. Do not think it's worthless. It's not. It is very helpful. If you have bases, there's bases that offer march speeds. I don't have any of them because a lot of them do cost money, but I don't even know which one it is. Sorry. Well, it's one of these, but oh, there it is. Like, that 5% can be so helpful. Every little percent you can get is helpful. Next, you want to find, well, if you've gotten to this point, you're basically ready to go start burning bases. The best thing you can do, find a semi-crowded space. I already bookmarked one up here. It's not very crowded on this map anymore due to burning, but there's fairly good amount right around here. So teleport free base, scout away, scout some bases, and you'll find out why in a moment. Now if you're here, I'm assuming you know what durability is. The total health on your base. This is very, very important if you want to save time. Each hit you do on a base does 1800 damage. That is 1800 damage. That will go down over a time of 30 minutes. There is no way to speed it up unless you give them the grunt title in Temple. But other than that, you're stuck having to wait. Oh, you want a buffer, don't you? The best thing you can do is either 1, keep a calculator with you while you're doing this, or 2, I will throw a link in the description to my Discord where I will put up a chart showing you how many hits per base you will need. What you do is you take the total durability left, the 11,000 right here, and divide it by 1800. Round it up. Always round it up. Even if it is 9.01 or something, you always have to round it up or that base will not burn. It will have a little bit left and it will stay there until you hit it again. So this one, I can do the math basically in my head. 5 hits is 9,000 and another 2 will cap it off. So that's 7 hits. Now, I do very little troops. I do 12,500 in a march. I could do 1. I could do my full thing. It doesn't matter. As long as I have at least 1 troop in the march to burn the base, it will do the same amount of damage no matter what. So, I hit this 6 times. They return, and I get them back, and I send it again. You do not have to touch that base ever again. Once you get it burned, it is gone. The base does not automatically respawn around here. This area right around here is the automatic spawn return unless it is full. But that is the original starting point. That base will never return until that player logs back in. Most bases, not 90% of bases on the map are no longer going to return. I can tell you that at this point. Most of these bases will never return. So just keep hitting them. They'll disappear. and your map will clear. You can do... I really highly suggest you do this with friends, because they can get serious. Unless you like to be alone watching a movie, just throwing them at a base, going here and there, I highly suggest you do this with a friend, because it can get boring. And if you have a friend, you can help each other, calculate their abilities, stuff like that. But I highly suggest it, because it can get boring. Well, I think that's about all I have to say. If you have any questions, like I said, link will be in the description for my Discord. Go on there, add me, and ask me any question there. I'll answer it to the best of my abilities. Unless it is partners, I will send you somewhere else because I hate them. If you have any other recommendations for a video that I can do to help you with this game, let me know. And I will do the best of my ability to help you. That's all I got for now. So, thank you. I love you all. Wish you love. Happy New Year. My Koala crew.